Okay, we're coming up on the Carlin Tunnels. I showed this the other day, but I'm going to point out where the highway used to be. The highway kind of followed the Humboldt River right here. You see the road's closed, but the highway followed the Humboldt River around in this little canyon right here. And I guess when this was built, the people who designed and built the highway, NDOT, I guess, decided it would be cheaper to bore the Carlin Tunnels through this mountain than to, and you can see the rest of the, I know it's in the car and it's not the best, and well, I'm not going to pull over and take it, so here you go. Here's the rest of it. We're on our way to Carlin. We're going to skip all that. We're just going to make time to Reno. I've got reservations at Motel 6. And then I'm going to head to Shady Pines probably tomorrow, unless I wake up feeling so incredibly bad that I need a day of rest. And how bluntly, I'll decide that either tonight or in the morning. So we'll see what's next. And actually, you're going to probably see a little road footage and some music. And we'll see what's next. As we're chugging towards Battle Mountain, I want to point out that a few years ago, a national magazine named Battle Mountain the Armpit of America. Well, this, of course, upset the people here, and they somehow Old Spice deodorant got involved, and then they proudly declared themselves the armpit of America, and it can be fixed with Old Spice. So way to go, Battle Mountain. Way to fight the good fight. Our next stop finds us, as you saw on the road clip, in the town of Golconda, which is in Humboldt County, Nevada. We're out in front of the the Golconda School, which was founded in 1888. As you saw on the little cruise through town, there is, God, the roads are paved. People live here. You know, you pass by on the freeway and you never realize this. So I'm going to give you a pan here. There's some newer stuff, and you know, you see there are some people kind of having hard economic times, you know, so you know, a lot of people are doing the best they can in life. There's no judgment here. So here's a quick pan of Golconda. I'm going to get back on the old highway and film a little more, and then we're going to head back on the 80 and we'll see what's next. Certainly the appearance of an older gas station. You see the little raised concrete where the wagon wheels are. Those are probably where the pumps were. And then you see the attached brick where I'm going to extrapolate that the garage was to work on the cars. We're still in Golconda. We're on the old interstate. I'm sorry, we're on the old US 40, the Victory Highway. I'm gonna pull up a little bit, run a little more film, and then we'll be on our way. Our last stop in Golconda, you could see the post office. Golconda, there used to be hot springs out here, and Golconda became a mining town. And then when the railroad came through, it helped establish it. There were as many as 700 people living here, and a rail spur that ran down to one of the mines. I almost think that this used to be a government building. It's just got that look, and then the ADA parking in front. It's not anything now, certainly. And then you have an old bar. You got the old hotel, motor court, they were called back in the days. And then I'm going to pan. You see way in the distance Interstate 80 climbing up the Golconda summit. I pointed that out on the drive to Elko. You see this is used to be US 40, the Victory Highway. It's a nice day. The guy at the school, there's a guy out there at the school, said he'd take me inside, but I'm just running out of steam, so I can't think if I'm going to stop anywhere else. I did want to stop here. I didn't realize there was really enough here to stop at until I tried to get the elevation for the Golconda summit, and I had 2 or 3 different numbers like I did on Geiger Grade, which you saw that film. So I found a picture of the actual NDOT sign, and I read Wikipedia about Golconda, and I thought, well, you know, I'm going to come by here, and I'm glad I did. You know, I'm a student of Nevada. I love this stuff. I wish I felt good enough to go in and take the tour, but I don't. I accept my limitations. We're going to press on and see what's next. On the right here is the Button Point Rest Stop in Humboldt County, Nevada. We're right outside of Winnemucca. And on the 2013 trip, right up here around the bend, heading eastbound, I blew yet another of the rear duals. This was the third one of these Coopers that my mechanic said were really good tires, but they were all pieces of shit. So when I limped into the rest stop, we had the generator, we had the bathroom, we had the satellite, we put the ball game on, and we waited for the tire guy to drive out from Winnemucca, which he did, and I had him bring an extra tire, and he replaced both the blown one and the remaining Cooper, which was a piece of shit, and he didn't charge me extra for the service call, but obviously I had to pay for 2 tires, which I was good with, because I'd have bet my last dime that last one was going to blow somewhere, and it's a pain in the ass. So we're moving on to Winnemucca here, and we'll see what's next. Our next stop of the day, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, on Sunday the 16th of October of 2022, finds us in the hamlet of Imlay in Pershing County, Nevada. I saw this when I drove by, and now that I got off the freeway, there's a little bit more to town that I'm going to double back to. This looks like it's a general store that's been there for a while, and I wanted to film this, but now that I got off the freeway, there's a little bit more to town, or the hamlet, and I'm going to go see. So we'll see what's next. Well, really fast here. Here is the Imlay Elementary School, so there's apparently enough children out here somewhere, not just in Imlay, but in Mill City and such, to warrant an elementary school. And here's the post office, which you can see is kind of a permanent modular. And then there is a church here. And then you see the, what I will extrapolate is the old highway, and then the modern Interstate 80. So I'm starting to really run out of steam. I'm suspecting this is the last stop of the day. I've got fuel. It was under $5 in Winnemucca. I will say that at the Carl's, they had 2 regular 3-prong plugs and 2 USB ports at every table. I thought that was really somebody on the ball paying attention. So I stopped and got a little something to eat. I got gas. I got plenty of gas to get back to California. I'm just about done. I'll probably film a closing shot somewhere along the line here when I get back. So we'll see what's next. Now I want to point out right here that I'm going 80 miles an hour, which I'm pretty sure is the speed limit right here, as I'm getting around this truck. Now there's nobody behind me. Well, 79, 80, I'm going to, safely get around this guy. But this guy in the purple looks like a Mazda 626 is so close that I can hardly see I don't see his headlight in the side view mirror. He's that close. Now you're going to see me get over here, and I'm going 83 miles an hour, and look at this. He is right behind me, and then he signals and he cuts in front of me. I should have called NHP on him, and I regret not doing that. So anyway, just right here, we're just putting the hammer down, getting around some trucks. We're going to probably skip mostly ahead here to the end of the day's drive, so you'll see what's next. Nevada 439, the USA Parkway, leads you now all the way down to US 50 in Lyon County, just west of Silver Springs. But that's not why it's 4 lanes wide and very well built. The 439 the USA Parkway leads you now all the way down to US 50 in Lyon County, just west of Silver Springs. But that's not why it's 4 lanes wide and very well built. The 439 the USA Parkway leads you now all the way down to US 50 in Lyon County, just west of Silver Springs. But that's not why it's 4 lanes wide and very well built. Tahoe Reno, hold on here. Had to look it up again. The Tahoe Reno Industrial Center is in this land between Interstate 80 and US 50. And the roadway is 18 and a half miles long, so there's a lot of land out here. And this TRIC touts itself as the largest industrial park in the United States. Walmart and PetSmart have fulfillment centers out here, but the big push for this TRIC was when they won the very intense competition for the Tesla Gigafactory 1, which is going to build batteries for Tesla cars, and also Panasonic has a hand in this too somewhere. So that was the big push to get the freeway all the way down to US 50, which now you don't have to go through Reno and the little spaghetti bowl there to be able to get to US 50 in Carson City.